Today I show you 3 amazing effects that are really useful for drum processing. The developer of these products is DaveO, and they asked me if I could give their plugins a try. Of course, there's no mod in between, and they haven't watched this video in advance, so everything that I say here is my own opinion. I like to keep this channel completely honest, and if you want to help me with that, consider becoming a patron, a member, giving a donation, buying a preset pack, whatever you can. DaveO has a lot of different plugins, but instead of looking at all of them in a single video, I decided to start with the 3 that stood out for me. The first one I tried was Extractor, a plugin designed to make a sound more snappy. It basically starts to take away the tail and the body of a percussive sound while keeping the transients. It does a pretty good job, and when we go to 100%, we only get the transients. Now, of course, I tried to replicate these with transient split from Bitwig or with another transient designer, and the result wasn't as clean as Extractor. By default, it detects the transients, but you can also sync it to your project, so if you use a loop that's not on time with the project, you can get interesting results. Clippers are amazing for taming transients while keeping the nature of the sound. You can cut the peaks and increase the perceived loudness. This also works like a brick wall limiter because nothing goes above the ceiling. Not only that, we can push the sound into it so we get louder, and as you will see, we won't go beyond 0. Of course, past a certain point, we start introducing distortion, because a clipper is basically like a saturator. You can listen that we can go louder without noticeable distortion. As expected from a good clipper, this one is really transparent, but also can go really hard. Crispy Clip and Extractor are fairly simple, but this next effect is so much more complex and is my favorite. This is Slap. This is a plugin made in collaboration with Mr. Beadle. It's kinda an all-in-one drum processor. Besides all of the effects, it has a feature which is a small technique I don't see very often. It's basically a transient sampler. That means that we'll play a short transient at the same time as the original sound, to easily add punch, snap, or click to the drums. Besides that, it has a really wide variety of transient samples, and you can shorten them or make them longer, almost like a drum replacer. For instance, we have this kick. It's really dull, so let's add the click. You can immediately hear the effect, but maybe the stop is not what we want. Let me choose a click hard, see how this bright click sounds. And as you can hear, it changed a lot of the nature of the sound. And let's listen this little burst of sound. After that, we have all of these effects, which you can put in any order you want. You just have to drag this icon. Sub is a subharmonic generator. It will create or enhance the tonal frequencies of a drum. And this knob sets the frequency. You can go up to 220 Hz, which means it's also nice for snares. The shape will make it snappier and tighter, as you can guess by these knobs. The fat is a combination of compression and EQ. You can select a fat boost point, an envelope, and as you increase it, you will compress the sound without losing transients. If we went extreme, we started boosting the room sound. Clap is better for, well, claps and also snares. We can change the timbre and the length. Then the spray creates sort of like a room reverb that enhances the high frequencies. That's why you have a shimmer amount. You can increase the width and the size. And finally, the clip is, well, a clipper. this plugin can transform a sound into something completely different. So between the three, of course, this one is the most fun, but that's because, as I said, the others are more simple and to the point. What I like about this one is that you can use it as a drum enhancer or as a drum designer. But what's really important are your opinions. So in the comments, let me know what you think, and also if you want me to try other plugins by DaveO. Thank you so much for watching, thank you DaveO for letting me play with your plugins, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!